Welcome to PCI's Tech TV mini-series, Python Development with Geomatica and ArcGIS. In this first episode, we're going to show you how to install and set up Geomatica and ArcGIS so that you can use the Python library of both software packages in the same script. First, you need to make sure you are working with the correct versions. For Geomatica, you must work with version 2014 and newer, and for ArcGIS, you must work with version 10.1 and newer. In our mini-series, we are going to use Geomatica 2014 and ArcGIS 10.2.1. You can get a free, fully functional trial of Geomatica by clicking on the link here. This is going to bring you to this website where you can simply click on Try Geomatica, and then on this page here, fill in the basic form, and then click Submit. And now an email will be sent to the email address I provided with instructions on how to download your Geomatica software. You can also get a free trial of ArcGIS Advanced with a number of useful extensions by clicking on the link here. This is going to bring you to this website, where as you can see you need to sign up or create an Esri account, which will then provide you with a form and instructions for downloading your free ArcGIS trial. After downloading both software packages, you can install them by launching their installers and using the default settings. It doesn't matter which software you install first, but it is important to install Python if either of the software packages install wizard prompts you to. Geomatica and ArcGIS install different versions of Python, so both applications may ask you to install Python. If you are not prompted to install Python, then it likely means you already have the correct version or versions of Python installed. So once we've finished the installation of our two software packages, let's just take a quick look to see what's installed on our system. So we can go here, our local disk, or C drive rather, and in the main root folder we should see that there's a PCI Geomatics folder, and then Geomatica 2014 is installed. Now when we go to Program Files x86, we can see that we have our ArcGIS, and that is installed here. So the other thing that's installed is you have Python 2.7. So there's a 64-bit version of Python that's set up for Geomatica's environment immediately in the root folder here, but then there's a special 32-bit version of Python that's specifically set up for working with ArcGIS. So now if we want the two packages to work together, we need to install the background 64-bit geoprocesses. So we're going to go back to our installer for ArcGIS. So I'm just going to run this, and here we can see that there's an option for ArcGIS for desktop background geoprocesses, 64-bit. So we can click Setup. Once again, we're just going to follow the prompt here. Just going to use the defaults. So use the default folder here and install. Once the install setup is complete, we can just go Finish. We can close this. We're just going to go back to our Python folder. We can see that there's a new folder here called ArcGIS x64 10.2. Now this is the 64-bit installer that can be used to go between Geomatica and ArcGIS's libraries. The last thing we're going to do is verify that we installed and configured ArcGIS and Geomatica's Python environments correctly so they can be imported into the same script. The easiest way to do this is to basically open up our command console here, or type in CMD rather, and we're just going to go to this Python executable. So we can just type this in Python 2.7 ArcGIS, as you notice, the 64-bit version, and then call the Python installer. So we're going to go into interactive mode in here, and we're just going to try to import the PCI library. So we should get a success print statement here, and then we're also going to try to import ArcPy. And basically if this works, then we'll get no error message. It'll just move to the next line. And perfect. So now that we've done this, we can see that we've correctly installed and configured both Geomatica and ArcGIS's environments so that we can call them both in a single Python script.